we get on to, I said, well, things that I said, we can see the speed of evolution in lower life forms like bacteria, viruses, they evolved, that's why, soon we won't have an antibiotic that can kill some certain bacterial strains. And he said, and this is about, 11:30, and I said, I'm going to bed, right? He said, in the future, they reckon that you'll be able to wake up and eat a yoghurt you can have a chat with.
I don't know what that means.
Let's put a song on, right? I'll come back to it.
So you're going to explain that?
Yeah.
You've got an explanation?
He said, they reckon, and I said, I'm going to bed. He went, no, really? I said, no, I'm going to bed, Carl. There's no point now, because, I mean, it's just like you're talking gobbledygook. You know what I mean? I might as well talk to a pot plant.
Yeah.
He said, in the future, they reckon, I don't know who they are.
Sure.
I don't know, people who post things on the internet that he reads. I think
the Telegraph.
Anyway, complete the sentence.
They reckon that in the future you'll be able to wake up. I love it. There's always a little scenario, an embellishment, like this little. Oh, hello, darling. It's your yoghurt. Hello. You'll be able to wake up and eat a yoghurt you can have a chat with.
All right. Well, thanks for that, Rick. I'm looking at you. I'm going to throw that over to Carl now.
Right. It's when I was away on holiday, right? I got. I don't normally buy the Telegraph because it's too big and that, isn't it? So, but they were giving it away for free on the plane, so I thought,
Ding dong.
might as well have it. And I saw a couple of things in it. I thought that would be interesting. I saw this thing about the future, and it was talking about evolution and what have you, right? Which I always find weird, because I always think that maybe we've sort of done it wrong anyway. Do you know what I mean? I sometimes think
You can't evolve. By definition, evolution can't get things wrong. Things change, that it's not successful, it can't pass on its genetic material, or but if you're around, it's working. If you're around, it's working. Slugs are as evolved as they need to be. Slugs are as evolved as you and
Well,
me.
that's true enough.
No, yeah. No disrespect, but it works. It works.
Sorry,
They're
but
around.
anyway, what's your point, Carl?
no, I mean, I think we probably would have been better off staying as a fish. Just because there's more water than land, isn't there?
Right.
And you wouldn't drown.
This is why I went to bed.
No, I can imagine. I'm thinking of dozing off now.
No, but it went. Do you know what I mean? From what was it? It was bacteria. It was fish, mermaid, man, onwards and what have you. So anyway.
Oh God!
No,
there are a few knowledge gaps in your theory of evolution.
All right,
You generally got it right, though. So
But I mean, basically, yeah, it went bacteria, fish, mermaid, man. What next is the big question.
So it was telling you all about this and what have you, and saying how like we shouldn't have interfered because maybe if we wouldn't have invented planes and what have you, maybe we'd be able to fly and what have you if we really needed to and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we've interfered with evolution, you see.
Right.
But then it was saying, well, what's the future got?
Well, yes, in one way we have interfered with evolution. Yeah, the evolution of the human being in society is changing. It's no longer based on the strongest or the fittest, because medical science can keep us alive long enough. People can pass on their genetic material where without this civilization they wouldn't have been able to. So yeah, there are different parameters, there are different pressures, there are different things that say whether we're going to pass on our genetic material or not. Okay, so in that sense you're right.
And that, Rick, as far as I'm aware, has led to a yoghurt that you can eat and have a conversation with. So
this is what it was saying. It was just saying, you know, we're living in mad times and that. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff going on.
One of which is...
Go on.
And the fellow was just saying, you know, with computers and stuff like that, the way it is, we'll be able to wake up,
Go on.
have a chat with your yoghurt, and have something to eat.
What do you mean, have a chat with your yoghurt?
Because of the amount of, I mean, you have them yoghurts already, those friendly yoghurts. Those bacteria-friendly ones, so this is just a really friendly one.
Yeah, they don't. Oh God! I'm my best. Do you know what? Sometimes, Carl, I think that we're having a chat with a yoghurt. Do you know? There can't be any difference.
Yeah, but then I'm always reminded that would be more entertaining. That would be more informative.
Just a good example, really, of how things can change. At some point, their relationship was all rosy, and then it all changes. I mean, we're all being tested at the minute, aren't we, really? With this virus thing going around. Stuck at home with your partner. I've been alright. We've had the odd day. Me and Suzanne had an argument the other day about who had the biggest head. I don't want to go into full details, but of who had the bigger head. But it got to the point of getting out a tape measure and measuring the circumference. And it just all happened because I ordered a cap that stated that one size fits all, and it fucking doesn't. I just wish to sort that out, because now I've got to fanny about and send it back. One size fits all. Annoys me. But then again, I suppose that's what life's about, innit? Getting annoyed, being happy, being worried. Well, that's a lot, innit? Being scared. That's living. I do like a good moan. And I do like a worry, in a way, for a little bit. It's a bit of a pastime, keeps your brain active. I always remember a few years back, I used to think about death a lot. You know, we all sort of come into the world in the same way, don't we? But the way you go out, you don't know. You don't know what your exit strategy is going to be. And I'd let that worry me. What's going to happen? Is it just going to be in my sleep, or is it going to be something horrible? It mainly happened when I could hear a clock ticking. It was a little reminder that time was just, you know, ticking away, and that's my life. And yeah, it used to bother me. And then I read a story that made me change my mind, and it was about a bloke, and he died in his bed when a cow fell through the roof, through the ceiling, landed on him, and you know, squashed him dead. And for a bit I was like, oh God, that's really bad. That's probably going to be me, that. Have something horrible like that. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought it's not actually that bad. It's not like you know, an illness that drags on and you're getting weaker and you're just miserable and you're sat there just, you know, waking up every day thinking, oh, I'm still here. How long is this going to go on? It just happened quick. And even to the point of, even if he heard that cow coming through the ceiling, I don't think he would have had any worry, because I bet his brain was telling him he was still asleep and it was a dream. Because why would a cow be coming through the ceiling? So it sort of made me realise that it's the people who are left behind who is more upsetting for, isn't it? I mean, it's the wife, isn't it, who has to deal with the upset of losing her husband, and on top of that, she's got like a hole in her roof that she's got to sort out. She's got to get a tile around. She's got to have the sort of loft rebuilt. Get a plasterer in to sort out the ceiling. There's a lot of hassle there. And even before all that, getting a cow out of the bedroom, because that would have been wandering around, wouldn't it? And that's not an easy task, shifting one of them, especially if it was upstairs. If it was upstairs in the bedroom, they don't go downstairs, do they? Cows. There's something about the legs. I think they can go upstairs, but they can't walk down. So all that hassle, he's no idea. He's gone by this point. She's got all this shit to deal with, and that's. It was after reading that story that I realised that, you know, it's pointless worrying about when and where you're going to die, because you'll never know. But all I did was I moved the worry. I've talked before about the worry hole, and you've got a space in your head that you've got to fill with worry. So I went from worrying about how I was going to die and where I was going to die to just worrying that Suzanne will die before me, which I wouldn't want. Because at the end of the day, death is more of a ball ache for the people who are left behind, which will definitely be the case for Suzanne, because she's got to try and find a coffin that will fit my big fat head in it. So that'll serve her right for taking the piss. little bit of karma.